Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back again with one of my all-time favorite Ram Rider cycle decks. You have a multitude of ways of getting chip damage with this deck, whether it's with the Bandit Bridge Spam, the Magic Archer Geometry, or the power of the Ram Rider. If you're ever playing against Bridge Spam or Beatdown decks, you can melt any tank deck with an Inferno Dragon, decimate any spam with a Lumberjack, and kite units to the opposite lane with an Ice Golem. And if you play against bait decks, you're gonna hard counter them with your double small spell of Barbarian Barrel and Giant Snowball in your fast cycle. Snowball works so well with the Ram Rider because it pushes away units like a mini P.E.K.K.A or a Lumberjack away from the Ram Rider, which allows the Ram Rider to lock down those units away from it so they can't counter it. So let's go jump straight into some games with this Ram Rider Bridge Spam deck and assert some dominance. And a huge shout out to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Sponsorships on the channel allow me to spend more time on videos and constantly allow me to improve my setup. In case you've been living under a rock and don't know the best new RPG game on mobile, you have to try out Raid Shadow Legends today. The game is completely free to play, and as a free to play player myself, I've been able to unlock a lot of the new champions. One of the champions that I just unlocked today right here is a 4-star. I am so happy that I unlocked Tyrell today because he is one of the best defensive champions. He excels at clan boss battles because he gives a lot of debuffs, and he's one of the best champions for the campaign as well. We were also lucky enough to unlock Gallic. Gallic's one of the best rare attack damaging champions. I'm definitely going to keep Gallic so I can clear the campaign faster and farm a whole bunch of items. Another champion I got was the Gladiator. Unfortunately, the Gladiator's attack damage is lower than Gallic's, so I'm going to use him as a resource to level up my other champions. Raid is always evolving, and now it is finally free to play on PC as well. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description and download today. You will get 100,000 free silver, 2 clan boss keys, 10 mystery shards, and a free epic champion, the Executioner. This package will only be available for the next 30 days. I want to go in for a bandit in the back and we're going to see what's up. This guy is going to have an Electro Wizard. So when we see Electro Wizard, we're automatically assuming it's going to be P.E.K.K.A. So I could go for a Magic Archer here, and I think I want to just to get some extra chip damage. If that's possible, then we're going to be in an awesome situation moving forward, because we're even going to be able to keep our Magic Archer alive a little bit longer. I can go in for an Ice Golem here, just to body block so that the Bandit does not get on top of our Ram Rider. The Ram Rider is going to do a ton of damage to the Bandit too, and the Bandit's going to fall. So that's great. It's going to have Mega Knight. Okay, so I thought it was going to be P.E.K.K.A. So we saw Electro Wizard, but the Electro Wizard is already cycled, so we know that he can't destroy this Inferno Dragon that's cycled up high. You never really want to do that early on if they're going to have Electro Wizard in the cycle, but we saw that it was cycled early on, and he has to cycle 4 cards to get back to it. He had only cycled like 2. There's no way that he could cycle 2 more in that time period, especially after cycling a 7 elixir cost card like the Mega Knight. So we're in a great situation. Electro Wizard is yet again out of cycle of our Inferno Dragon. So that means I can play pretty aggressive with Inferno Dragon up top if he decides to go in for a Mega Knight here. He doesn't actually have the resources to go for Mega Knight, so I'm fine to just Barbarian on top of his Bandit, get a ton of damage with our Ram Rider, and take advantage of the fact that in single elixir, you're never really going to have the elixir to do what you want. So I can go in for a Snowball here. I think that still going to be a sticky situation. I need to go for Lumberjack to stop that thing from doing too much damage. I was hoping it wouldn't charge. Still found a way to charge though, baby. So I think in this matchup, our best way of winning is to play defensive in double elixir. It's harder to really play aggressive in double. I'm going to go for a Bandit just to pull back the Inferno Dragon, and the Bandit will also force a response from our opponent. So if we bait out that Electro Wizard, that means that we don't have to save our Ice Golem to kite the Mega Knight to the opposite lane. Otherwise, I think I'm favoring cycling that instead. So I want to go for my Ram Rider to bait out the Mega Knight early, so then when he goes in, he's only going to have Zap, and he won't have an answer to this Inferno Dragon. So the Inferno Dragon is going to melt him when he does not have his Electro Wizard in cycle. So he can Zap it, it doesn't matter. He can cycle an Inferno Dragon, it doesn't matter. The Mega Knight will still fall regardless, and this is going to be a sublime situation for me. So he can just do whatever he wants. He can cycle his Electro Wizard yet again out of cycle of our Inferno Dragon. Our Inferno Dragon's already back in business. And he's going to poison, so he does have a direct source of damage. That is the one thing that is a little bit difficult for me to do. Really difficult for me to deal with is the direct source of damage if he's up. Fortunately for us, he's not. He's going to zap again, so that means we've caught him in a really bad card cycle. We've broken his card cycle effectively, so I want to abuse that and try to get as much damage as possible right now. I'm going to Snowball to make sure that our Inferno Dragon stays on, but we disrupt his animation, and I can go in for another Ram Rider here. He just cycled this Electro Wizard, so he's going to Mega Knight. Then we can Magic Archer. Oh, he's going to Ram Rider instead. That's not going to cut the mustard, dude. That is going to sink your ship. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. Pleasure playing against you, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge. And yeah, that was a really cool game, and it was a pleasure playing against the Emmanuel. All right, we got a game against Juan. We're going to sauce out a good luck and go for a Barbarian barrel to open up the game, see if we can get some early chip damage. So if I had Magic Archer, it would be too aggressive for me to go in for Magic Archer on that Mega Minion, I think, because he could have a beatdown deck, and I don't want to waste 4 Elixir, have him ignore the Magic Archer, and then just face the consequences and the wrath of the Golem opposite lane with no Elixir to defend. So this guy's going to have an interesting deck. He's going to have a Flying Machine. He's going to have Dark Prince. I really don't know what he's going to have right now. I haven't seen those cards in combination in anything other than a Golem deck, so maybe it's Golem, maybe it's something funky, maybe it's something I've never been seen before. So I could go in for a Magic Archer here, but I'm very thankful I didn't Magic Archer early on against that Mega Minion, so we're in a good spot. I think we're in a good spot to go in for a Ram Rider and build up a huge push. Okay, Elixir Collector. What are those, my dude? I haven't seen one of those in a while, unless it's with a funky 3 Musketeer deck, or maybe even, I've seen it with Expo decks before too. Expo is pretty fun to play. So, looks like our Ram Rider is going to get a tremendous amount of damage on the right-hand side and eliminate the Mega Minion, so we're in a good spot to move on. I want to apply a lot of aggression when he golems to the point that he's not able to do anything else besides defend. So if that happens, we can just go in for an Inferno Dragon and melt the Golem for a +4 interaction. And that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, there's a Golem. Looks like he's going to use it on defense, so it's not really going to help him out too much. I don't actually have to go for an Inferno Dragon here as a result of that. I think I can go in for a Magic Archer and kite all of his supporting cards to the opposite side after I go in for an Inferno Dragon to make sure that we can go and melt the Flying Machine. So that worked out really, really well. We saved the Inferno Dragon for the Flying Machine. We were able to Ice Golem kite to the opposite lane, and because the Golem wasn't at a healthy amount of hit points, I knew that it wouldn't get too much damage, so I could safely go for Magic Archer to finish it off in accordance with the tower. So at this point in the game, I just want to go for a Ram Rider, and I want to go in for dual lane aggression if he does. Oh wow, he thought we were going to cycle on the right. Little to his knowledge, we went on the left and dealt him a healthy blow of damage. So I think I can cycle back to another Ram Rider, and he's probably not going to be able to go home with that because that will just be a very dead Night Witch here. So I can continue to spam on the right. The Inferno Dragon will win that interaction, and we can start to spam because the Inferno Dragon should go on the right-hand side. No! It went on a detour! It went on the left! What are those? That's nutty, man. Anyway, we can just try to defend with the Ram Rider on the right. I think that the Ram Rider on the right will do a lot of damage, so I don't have to spend too much Elixir on the right-hand side. I just need a Ram Rider and we'll win the game. Actually, we could Ram Rider on the left. We've done a lot of damage there, and the Bandit might be able to take out the right independently. So it looks like we will be able to walk away with the W because the Bandit's going to break through, get one more hit, and GG, well played and peace out, brother. He was distracted by the Ram Rider on the left. Perfect storm. But I go for a Bandit in the back, and we're going to see what's up. We see Rascal, so we're automatically assuming that he's going to have Mortar Bait deck. We're playing against Mortar Bait. Well, we got double Small Spell and Magic Archer, so we got answers, my dude. What a Barbell right on top because that's lined up right down the middle. And look at the Magic Archer lined up on the tower. That is some delicious damage. We're going to go for a Ram Rider for some extra value here. And the Magic Archer snipes the Ice Spirit. The Magic Archer still pierces through. That's what I'm talking about. One of the most valuable cards I've ever seen. Magic Archer is one of the few cards that can do that. It sniped an Ice Spirit. It pierced through a Goblin Gang. It still hit the tower while doing all of that. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It's unfair, and it's a broken card. And I love using it with this deck because you can cycle so many of them since the cycle is so fast. Since you do not have a big spell, you can just cycle consistently with the Barb Barrel and the Snowball. You don't have to wait around with a poison in your hand. So I'm going to go for a Magic Archer in the back. And we'll see what he likes to do. I mean, if he continues to spam me, we can go for an Ice Golem Kite to the opposite lane. I still want to because I don't want that to get any damage onto our tower or our Magic Archer. So that's good. And usually, if you like mortars, I like going for a Ram Rider. So I kind of just want to save that right now. Ram Rider opposite lane of the mortar is generally the best play because then they don't have a defensive structure to deal with it anymore. You know what? He probably just gave up. He's like, I just don't want to play this anymore. And I don't blame him. It's a really bad matchup for him. So GG, well played and peace out. He got Goblin Barrel. I don't think he's going to have any other defensive structures. So we walk with a very clean W. GG, well played and peace out, Girl Scout. If you ever play against bait decks, you can quite often just make them rage quit with Magic Archer. We're going to go for a Bandit in the back and we're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's good. This guy is going to go in for a Royal Ghost in the back. So we automatically are thinking that it's going to be a P.E.K.K.A deck after we see Royal Ghost. But I am willing to be surprised, dude. If you have a crazy chef's creation, I can't wait to see it. So he's going to go for Bandit on the left-hand side. So my suspicions are already being confirmed as this being a P.E.K.K.A beatdown deck. So I want to go for a Barbarian Barrel just to eliminate that so the Bandit doesn't connect. And I think we're best off just going in for a Bandit on defense against the Barbarians. They don't get as much damage as he wants. And I could Snowball on top of the Electro Wizard, so then the Electro Wizard falls to our Bandit, so it doesn't stun our Bandit any longer, and we're able to finish off the minions as well. So this will be a fun game. I'm excited for it, man. Whenever we play against P.E.K.K.A, we want to get damage early on in single elixir, especially if he decides to go and cycle a P.E.K.K.A in the back. If he cycles P.E.K.K.A in the back, we go Ram Rider and Lumberjack, and if he goes for Electro Wizard, the Lumberjack just eats the Electro Wizard alive. It's really fun to see. So I'm going to go in for an Ice Golem here, just go and kite that. I can probably get away with a Lumberjack and then Barbarian Barrel on top of the Bandit. We'll see what this man wants to do, but I want to already do that and not worry about it at all. So the Bar Barrel should be able to finish it off. The Ram Rider is pushing that Battle Ram far, far away to Never Never Land, and we get a ton of chip damage on the left-hand side. So I'm going to go for a Giant Snowball just to destroy those minions. And I probably just want to go with an Ice Golem since it's going to be the cheapest amount of elixir to defend against the Electro Wizard. It's going to be our best bet. So then I can safely afford a Bandit on the left-hand side. And at this point in the game, I'm thinking that it's going to be more difficult since it's double elixir, right? I don't really want to be in this scenario. I want him to cycle his P.E.K.K.A already. He's not doing it, though. He's not falling for our trap card, boys. So I want to go in for our Barbarian Barrel here. Let's just eliminate that and try to get counter push. So our Lumberjack is going to be in card cycle right now. It's going to stay alive. So if he goes in for minions, he's going to have to supplement that with something else. He's probably going to drop Electro Wizard or he's going to drop P.E.K.K.A. If he drops P.E.K.K.A, we can go for a Magic Archer, line it up with the P.E.K.K.A, and get a ton of chip damage. That's really our only way of getting chip damage with this matchup. So that's what we're going to do. So if I go for Inferno Dragon, it's just going to get destroyed by the Electro. So we're not going to do that immediately. I go for the Inferno Dragon afterward and then go for our Bandit here. So I just want to be able to defend everything adequately, and then we can start working away with our Inferno Dragon. I'm going to go for a Giant Snowball and knock the P.E.K.K.A, knock the Battle Ram, and then Ice Golem farther away so he's not able to get as much value as he otherwise would. I'm able to Bar Barrel so the P.E.K.K.A falls, and he's going to zap, so that was well played on his end for sure. If I Bandit, though, I can probably get away with a huge spam here. We'll see. He's going to P.E.K.K.A. Okay, this is exactly what we were looking for. We Ram Rider and we Lumberjack on the other side. That's what we want. Because his Electro is just going to die now. There's not much he can do if we go in for a Giant Snowball. Everything kind of falls here. So we can definitely just go in for an Inferno Dragon here. As we said, the Electro Wizard was going to fall. And as anticipated, we succeeded in doing just that. So I can go in for an Ice Golem, so then the Bandit goes on that. The Bandit will get a dash off on our tower, but the P.E.K.K.A will fall, so that's fine. As long as the P.E.K.K.A doesn't break through. It would have been ideal to drop the Ice Golem up a little bit higher so then the Bandit wasn't able to get that value. But it's okay. It's live and learn, right? Live and learn. We'll Ram Rider again, and I think we can claw our way back. As I said, in Double Elixir, this is not easy. This is a difficult time for us right now. I think we have the Bar Barrel on top of that Electro Wizard. It might still get a hit or disperse between the two. Yeah, disperse between the two. And, man, this game has just been super, super close right now. I need an Ice Golem, so then the Rogue Ghost targets that. I want him to P.E.K.K.A. He's not doing it. I'm going to go for Magic Archer, and then I want to go for a Giant Snowball. I want to be able to kill those minions. Ooh, that is dangerously close. The Magic Archer was not connecting, and it barely did at the last second, so that's good for me. So Magic Archer is going to be able to finish that off. I need to go in for an Ice Golem Ram Rider, and we have Magic Archer alive, and then if he goes in for P.E.K.K.A, we go in for another Magic Archer. He has to drop cards down the middle. If he doesn't, the Ram Rider will connect undoubtedly. Oh, it's going to be stunned very far away and never land. And then the Ram Rider pierces through. Guys, I think we might have got him. As long as we defend the other side, we walk away with the W. So I just need to go in for an Ice Golem to make sure that the Bandit doesn't break through. And Ram Rider is going to be fine. We can go cycle to another one. He's going to cycle Bandits. Doesn't matter. We just want to go for a Juicy Snowball here. And we should be able to walk with a... Oh, I could have snowballed the tower. That was cruel. That was cruel, guys. It's fine, though. We can just go in for a Magic Archer and get that pierce damage to finish off the game. GG, well played, and peace out. I didn't even notice that he had poison on my tower, so I could have lost that. So I'm going to go in for a Bandit in the back, and we're going to open up the game with that. Hopefully we can bait out like a mini P.E.K.K.A or a Lumberjack, and then he doesn't have an answer for the Ram Rider. That's what I want to see. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be P.E.K.K.A with Electro Wizard and also a couple answers to us. So he's going to have Electro Wizard, and he's going to have P.E.K.K.A. So the main thing, okay, maybe not. I thought that Dark Prince was going to be substituted out for the Royal Ghost and it would be a standard P.E.K.K.A deck, but after seeing the bats, it is not going to be that. He's going to go and drop a Musketeer, so I don't really want to go same lane into that, just in case he's got a random Mega Knight that he drops on top. He's going to drop mini P.E.K.K.A. That's what we wanted to bait out initially, so now we can go kite that to the opposite lane with an Ice Golem, And then I probably want to just snowball this back and save my bandit and cycle for the Sparky. So if you guys did not know, bandit is phenomenal against Sparky if they do not have anything in front of it. So I want to go for a lumberjack here and see if we can bait out all of his elixir. And it's not looking like he's gonna have much in front of it, but he will have something in front of it. He is going to go and drop his Dark Prince. So we need to Ice Cool him so we can distract the Sparky again, and we should be able to slow it down, and it does not get a hit off on our tower. That worked out really well for us. Fortunately, the Barb Barrel was able to do damage on the Sparky and distract it, but I was looking forward to timing that bandit so then the Sparky misses in the time that the bandit is invulnerable during its dash, so then the Sparky just misses everything and the bandit's able to fully counter it for 3 elixir. It's a really good feeling when that happens. Obviously not a good feeling for the Sparky player, but a great feeling for you. So I'm going to go for a Magic Archer same lane as that Musketeer. We should be able to go in for like a Lumberjack here. It looks like he probably doesn't have a big spell. I wonder if this is going to be the Mirror variation. This is like a very fun deck to play if this is the Mirror Goblin Giant deck. I think it's probably going to be that. So Magic Archer is going to stay alive. He's going to have Mini Pack back in cycle. He's also going to have Sparky. I just want to go in for a Ram Rider on the left to exhaust his elixir. So then he's not feeling confident in starting to Sparky. So yeah, this is really good for us. We can go for a Bandit right on top of the Dark Prince, nullify its charge, Snowball on top of the Bats, eliminate the Musketeer with the Barbarian Barrel, and the Dark Prince should fall as well. So this is going really rather well for me. The Musketeer probably gets 1 hit on my tower. Okay, wow, I thought it was in vicinity that would get 1 hit, but fortunately for us, no such thing happened here. So he doesn't have a big spell. If I know this deck correctly, it's just going to be Mirror. So I want to go and sack our Ice Golem. And then I want a Lumberjack, and I want to Barbarian Barrel here. Lumberjack does highest damage per second, so that's why we elected to drop it first. And I think we can get back to a Bandit because we did so. Oh, he's going to have Earthquake, so he doesn't have Mirror. He substituted out the Mirror for an Earthquake. Interesting composition, man. So it definitely doesn't work super well against us because Earthquake doesn't really break through pure units. So we walk away with the W. I unfortunately was not able to showcase the primetime position of the Bandit right on top of the Sparky to deny all damage, but it is up on my Instagram.